Hello, this is Team 2 Too Much Teamwork, and we're going to present our mind map. So first, I will talk about the distributed ledger. So a distributed ledger is a shared databases. So instead of being controlled by one company or one person, it is shared by many people in the network. There's no central authority, so that everyone has the same information and the data is updated at the same time. This helps to keep the information accurate and consistent. Next, I will explain the blockchain. The blockchain is a type of distributed. Oh, excuse me. The blockchain is a type of distributed ledger. It records the transaction in blocks. So each new block is connected to the previous block, creating a chain. So this is why it's called a blockchain. Once the information is recorded, it is very difficult to change or delete. Now let's look at how blockchain works. So when someone makes a transaction, it is shared with the network. The members of the network check the transaction and agree that it's correct. So this process is called consensus. After the transaction is verified, it is added to a new block. Then the new block is connected to the existing blockchain. Next are the benefits of blockchain. Because everyone shares the same information, blockchain increases the trustworthiness between users. So it also improves the efficiency because the transactions can be completed more quickly. In addition, it can reduce costs by removing the need for a third party. Thank you.
Okay, so next I'll be talking about the making sense of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain. So, blockchain is basically a decentralized permanent ledger that eliminates the need for central authority and radically lower the cost of trust between companies. And is serving as the foundation technology that enables cryptocurrency digital medium of exchange with no physical forms and cap supply controlled by protocol rather than central bank. While Bitcoin remains the most recognized cryptocurrency created to jumpstart this ecosystem, the underlying blockchain technology extends far beyond digital assets, despite challenges like technical complexity and evolving regulation. So it's offered immense corporate values through the increased transparency and cost reductions, fundamentally reshaping business processes across supply chain, corporate travels, sustainability tracking, and financial inclusions. Thank you.
Today I will be presenting about GDPR security. So first of all, what is GDPR? So GDPR it stands for General Data Protection Regulation, and it replaced the older Protection Directive from the 1995, and it was introduced to unify and modernize data privacy laws across the European countries member. Most importantly, it came into full enforcement on May 25th, 2018, and it not just applied to European companies, but to any companies anywhere in the world that handling the data which belong to the EU citizens. So what does GDPR actually affects? Well, the short answer is any or almost everyone. If your business website and you collect basic information customer that the customer happens to be a EU citizen or reside in EU, the GDPR will apply to you. And there is no exception of any company size, whether it's a one-person startup or also a multi-billion companies. And um, well, this brings us to the question that what counts as personal data for GDPR? And it's actually pretty broad. So the personal data that counts under the GDPR includes obvious things like names, email addresses, phone numbers, and also bank detail. But it also covers stuff like photos, medical records, social media posts, and even the person IP addresses. So for the consent and notification, and here, the fourth plan will cover two crucial rules. So first is that consent and breach notification. On consent, GDPR is very strict. Businesses must ask for permission in clear, plain language. No hiding clauses in long-term and condition. And crucially, consent cannot be given once and assume that the customer would agree to it forever. Every time data is used for new purposes, fresh consent is required. And on breach notification, if data breach occurs, the company will have 72 hours to notify both relevant authorities and affected individuals. And for the next is data subject rights. Well, this branch will cover what's called data subject rights, and under the GDPR, there are four core rights. So first is the right to access. Anyone can request a copy of the data a company holds on them, and free of charge. Secondly, the right to be forgotten. Individuals can ask company to delete all their personal data. And third is the data portability. User can request their data in machine-readable format and have it transferred to another service provider. And fourth is privacy by design. Companies must build data protection into their system from the ground up, not as an afterthought. And for penalties at which any company failed to do so, they will be fined up to 4% of their global revenue or 20 million euros, depending on which one causes more. And for enforcement stats, GDPR first year paint a clear picture of how seriously this regulation is taken. Within the first 12 months, so nearly 90,000 data branch notifications were filed, and over 145,000 complaints were raised by concerned citizens, and around 1,000 organizations were fined. These members confirm that GDPR is not just a paper regulation, but it is actively enforced. And lastly is data protection offer. So in this one, certain organizations are legally required to appoint a DPO. This is not optional. The threshold is any enterprise with more than 250 employees or any organization that processes the personal data of more than 5,000 individuals within 12-month period. The DPO role is to oversee GDPR compliance, maintain data record, and protect personal data from misuse and unauthorized.
Next is the 8 reasons why smartphones are privacy nightmare. First risk is the geo-tracking. Smartphone can track our location through the GPS, cell towers, and even other sensors. This information can be used to build a profile of our daily activities. To reduce this risk, users should only download the trusted applications and carefully manage location permissions. The second risk is the malicious apps. Some apps require unnecessary permissions or even contain malware that steals person information. Therefore, we should only install apps from trusted sources and avoid jailbreaking our devices. The third issue is Wi-Fi tracking. Public Wi-Fi may seem convenient, but retailers or hackers can use it to track our activities or access our devices. Using VPN or switching to mobile data can provide better protection. The fourth risk is limited antivirus protection. Many people protect their computer with antivirus software, but forget that smartphones are also stored sensitive information, such as banking data and personal files. Installing a trusted antivirus software and keep it updates can improve the security. Next is camera. Malware may secretly activate the camera without the user's knowledge. Users should only give the camera permissions to apps that truly need it and regularly review the app's permission. The sixth risk is the microphone eavesdropping. Voice assistants and some applications may constantly listen for voice commands, which raise the privacy concern. Disabling voice assistants and limiting the microphone access can help reduce this risk. The seventh issue is lack of the security updates. Outdated operating systems are more vulnerable to cyber attacks. Therefore, users should always install the latest security updates and keep their devices up to date. Finally is the beware the backdoor. Hidden hardware or software backdoor could potentially allow the unauthorized access to users' data. Although this is difficult for individuals to control, using trusted devices and open source solutions when available can improve privacy.
Alright, moving on to the cryptocurrencies in e-commerce. First, we have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is the most commonly used and the most supported cryptocurrencies on the internet right now, and it is used as an exchange currency. And the thing about Bitcoin is that the codes that go behind Bitcoin is actually very secure, so it is very hard for hackers to crack in, and it renders the transactions when using Bitcoin nearly illegible. And next, we have Ethereum. Ethereum is actually an operating system, and the cryptocurrency itself is called Ether. And this type of cryptocurrency is programmed in such a way that it complements Bitcoin itself. And because it is an operating system, it allows users to use it beyond purely financial or economic reasons. And they can create applications based on virtual currencies, such as creating custom crowdfunding platforms or creating digital companies and others. Next, we have Litecoin. And the thing that makes Litecoin stand out from Bitcoin and Ethereum is that the transaction confirmation times for Litecoin are faster than with any other cryptocurrency. And the operation that goes behind Litecoin is actually very simple. So it is very ideal for users who have to move a small amount of money very quickly.
Next part is about the payment system. So first of all, let's see that why the payment system are important. A payment system is much more than just a way to receive money. It helps businesses process online transactions safely and efficiently. A good payment system can protect the customer's financial information, reduce the risk of fraud, and builds customer trust. When customers feel confident that their payment information is secure, they are more likely to complete their purchase, right? And the next is the key factor. The key factor business should consider when choosing a payment system. The first factor is the cost. Business need to compare the setup fees, monthly fees, transaction fees, and the possible refund or chargeback fees. The second factor is security. A good payment system should use the encryption technology and fraud protection to keep customer information safe. And another important factor is integration. The payment system should work smoothly with e-commerce platforms such as Shopify or WooCommerce, and making it easier for business to manage their online stores. And the businesses should also think about the customer experience. A fast and simple checkout process can encourage their customer to complete their purchase. And finally, the businesses should consider international support, such as the multiple currencies and the different payment methods. especially if they are planning to sell globally. So the next part is the uh, popular payment system. So now let's look at some popular payment system mentioned in Circle. The first is PayPal. It is one of the most trusted payment system in the world, and it is easy to set up and suitable for small businesses. Also, its transaction fees are relatively high, and the second one is Stripe. The Stripe offer powerful customization and flexible APIs, making it ideal for developers and larger businesses with technical resources. And the article also mentioned that authorized net, which is known for its stability and strong security, making it suitable for established companies. In addition, the Amazon Pay, Apple Pay, and Google Pay provide convenient payment options, especially for customers who already use these platform or prefer mobile payment. And each payment system uh, has different strengths and is designed for different business needs. So next one is about the compare the payment system. Since every payment system is different, so businesses need to compare them carefully. Some payment systems offer lower transaction fees, which other focus on stronger security or a better customer experience. Businesses should compare factors such as cost, security, ease of use, international support, and customer convenience before making a decision. So the article emphasizes that there is no perfect payment system. Instead, each platform has its own advantages and its disadvantages. The best choice depends on what business value this most. So next one is choosing the right payment system. So the decision should depend on several factors, including the business size, available budget, target market, and technical capabilities. For example, small businesses or setups may prefer PayPal because it is simple to set up and widely trusted. Large businesses which technical teams may choose the Stripe because it offers greater flexibility and a customization. The companies selling internationally should select a payment system that supports multiple currencies and a payment method. And the most important point is choose a payment system that match the business's goals and the customer needs. So that's all of our presentation of our group Mindmap. So thank you.